All right, I'm going to start with that jug of pennies. I poured out enough to fill this box. I know there's some nickels in there. I saw some nickels come out too, so there's going to be a few nickels in here too. This weighs right at like 18 pounds. Oh, there's a dime in there too. Wow. But just going to count whatever comes out and look for anything rare and unusual in them. I'm going to do my videos by just, I'm going to fill this box up, do a video, fill it up again. I got 93 pounds was total in there. This is like just under 18 pounds. So if I do that, I'm going to have 4 or 5 different boxfuls. So I'm going to get like 4 or 5 videos out of this. So I'm going to go through this, and after I've gone through about, I guess normally I go through what, $2.50. What is it, 10 rolls, 50 cents, $5. So after I've gone through about $5 of these, I'll come back and let you know what I found. So I will check back with y'all in a couple of minutes. All right, I've gone through $10, or I got $10 of zinc ones rolled and in the box. So I'm going to do an update now. And pretty much what I found is that's the copper. I don't know how much that is now, but that's copper ones I found. I found a Philadelphia and a Denver of the early years for Lincoln for 2009. The Philadelphia one isn't the one with the double die on it. I found a 1970 S. Always hang back the S ones. Two 1982 copper small dates. I don't need one for my book. I just don't see them that often, so I set them aside so I can stare at them a while. And one 1959D. It's only 1959 I've found. I've also found 2 nickels and a dime, but since these aren't in rolls, they came out of a big 5-gallon water jug. That's not that unusual to see those in there. And then the actual finds, I got a 1999 Canadian cent. See if I can get this to work right. I'm going to learn how to hold these one of these days. And that little stain isn't in a very bad spot. I still got it upside down. So it's in fairly good condition. And I found 2 wheat pennies. They both seem to be in, I'm not sure what shape you'd call these. I'm not holding something straight there. Oh, what the heck. I'll put the wheat pennies under the microscope and do that way. There we go. We got it. There's no cuds or rim damage that much anymore. There's a little bit of environmental damage there. But this one is 1957D. More inappropriate staining around the nose. And this other one, a little bit older. Turned out right. You can tell by the wear there. A little bit older. No die cracks or anything in there. But 1924D in G4 condition, according to PCGS, is worth about 24 bucks. Unfortunately, this one's not the 1924D. It's the 1925D, which is about worth about $4 according to PCGS. I guess that would be certified, and this one isn't certified, and being worth $4, it's not going to get certified. So, but we got this, and it might be in a little bit better than G4 condition, but I'm not that good at grading pennies, so I'm not going to claim anything else. And G12 or 12 um, would be $8, and this isn't 40, but it's a fine, and it's one I don't have for my book yet. So this is going to be an addition to my book. So I got the, I guess, 57. I'm going to put that up there. And 24 would still be up there. And that would be up there. All right. So that's where I'm at right now. I will check back in after I get done with the next $10 of zinc pennies out of here. Or not $10, 10 rolls. 10 rolls is $5 of zinc pennies. So after I get the next 10 rolls of zinc pennies out of here, I will check back with y'all. Talk to you in a little bit. All right, I've been through, I got 20 more rolls of zinc pennies that I've gone through. So I'm up to 30 rolls of zinc pennies, 60% of a case. I'm about halfway through this box. I'm thinking halfway through. I'd have to wait to find out for sure. I found one more wheat penny, which is a 1957D. Let's see if I'm having trouble getting light to where it's just not glaring. It's either glaring or you can't see, but 1957D with some environmental damage. That's it. I found a couple of 1971S pennies. Found another or one or two more 1959Ds. These are the 2009s that I found. Denver's on the bottom. Philadelphia's on the top. I've only found one Philly. Hadn't found any more foreigns. This is the silver I'd found during or not silver, but non-pennies. So I had 20 cents there, and since then I found 4 dimes, a quarter, and 2 more nickels. So, and none of them are silver or anything like that. They're just something to add to the count. I will go through again, and I'll come back. Hopefully, I'll start finding some more. But there's a chance that as I get further down in the water jug, the 5-gallon water jug of pennies, which this is just the very, I guess, the very top. The coins down there are liable to be older and more likely to be, something interesting. So I might just be going through and counting a lot of pennies. Oh, this is my cup of copper so far. But I'll check back in the next couple of rolls, or if I fill up the 1 penny box with the zinc pennies, I will come back and give you an update then, because I think I got a little bit more in that case of pennies here. So I'll come back and give you another update here in a little bit. Check back in a little bit. All right, I've gone through 10 more, or got 10 more rolls of zinc pennies done, and this is what I found out of those pennies. I got 2 more wheat pennies, 1952 and a 1952 Denver. So they're both no cuts. That one has a little bit of damage to it. There that white spot is. Let's see if I can do this right. Oh, and all I'm seeing there are the dadgum lights. Okay, let me actually hold the lens over the... This isn't as easy as CoinGeek makes it out to be. But yeah. And the Denver one's just like it, just has a D on it. See if I can do this so I'm not getting the lights reflecting in the... There we go. Just got to hold them in. All right. I found a Canadian. See if I can do this. There we go. An older Canadian. So it's almost as old as I am. A 1964. Canadian 1 cent. I found another dime and nickel. Then I found this one that looks to be um, off-centered on the one side. You can see that there's just hardly any rim on the right side down by the date, and a little bit thicker rim on there, but the back side's okay. So it was just the top die was off-centered. So that's not much, but that's what I found so far. I got 10 more rolls, and then I'm gonna put this one in the can and start a new video on it. So I'm gonna go through 10 more rolls, and then I'll come through and do a wrap up and let you know what I found. And I will talk to you all in a second to wrap this up. All right, I'm done going through the entire box. It's now empty. In the box, I had that box held, oh God, what do we have? $25.50 in rolled zinc pennies, plus I got a few more for the next roll for the next one. I have these 2009s. Most ones I found were the Professional Life Denver. But I didn't find any of the Philadelphia of the what is it, Early Life, Professional Life, or Presidency. Found 3 more dimes, which brought my total up to a $1.40 in that was in there out of non pennies. And then let's see now. See if I can do this so that y'all can see the let's set this on pounds and ounces. For the copper, man, I bet that sounded good. 3 pounds, 14.4 ounces of copper. And that is 1,772 grams, which you divide that out and that becomes about $5.7580 in pennies. So another $5.7080 in pennies. So that's that. And then the couple of finds I had, I only found 5 wheat pennies, 257Ds, 52D, 52 Philly, and a 1924D or 25D. I think that's a 25D. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this again. Do this. All right, come on. Let me just look. 1925D. So 1925D. Yeah. 1924D is the one that's worth a lot of money. 1925D, it's worth more than these other ones are combined, but it's not worth much more than that. Then I found 2 Canadian pennies. Newer one from 1999 and one with the old head on it from 1964. Now, as far as finds that we can use the microscope for, let's bring that up. I found 2 of these that are just slightly offset dies. You can see it's like really thick on that side and then goes down to almost nothing there. The other side, and the reason it's an offset die, not an offset strike, is because the back is done pretty uniformly all the way around. Here's the one that's a newer one, 1996. It's a little bit worse. You can see it just gets down to almost nothing right there. And comes around to be pretty thick there. So we got that. And then, like I said, the other side. is pretty uniform all the way around. It looks like it's a little bit off there, but this wasn't the thick side on the other one. Thick's on this side, on the left side on one, and on the right side on the other. But so it's an offset die. I found a couple. I don't know if these things have been used at acid or what the heck happened to this one. Maybe there's a thing at one point in time where you could use a penny to create a current out of a potato. I wonder if this was used for that at some point in time. Or it might have just been, that might just be a dryer coin. But I found a couple of those. It's another one, just everything just looks to be almost pitted, but it feels smooth. Or that right there looks like that's just issue with the zinc or with the copper layer on top. But they did, this one has some discoloration stuff, but it's pretty bad. It just looks like a lot of corrosion there around the edge, which just makes me think it got done with something. I'm gonna probably toss those two back. And here's one that actually has a die crack in it. And then I can't tell if those are die cracks or just damage on the columns. But right below the FG, there at the edge of the building is a crack that goes off to the edge. And I think that's a scratch that's above it, and there's not a crack anywhere else on it. And this one is a 1983D. And I don't see, there's some environmental damage, but that's it for about damaged coins or cracks or anything like that I found. And let's turn that off now. So that's it for this run. I'm going to reload the box and do this again probably 4 or 5 more times. So hope it was not too totally boring. And hopefully as I get down to the bottom of that jug, I'll be finding more interesting things, because older stuff's been in there older, deeper I get into it. Some of the stuff's been in there for 30 years. So I'm going to put this aside right now, or clean all this up, and then start over again. I will post the results from the next one sometime next week, hopefully. I will talk to y'all later. It takes me a couple of days to go through all these. So I will talk to y'all later. Have a good day. Have fun hunting, and we do this for fun. And oh yeah, like and subscribe, that kind of fun stuff too. And I will talk to y'all later.